Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again with part 3 of the program posting that I started a couple of hours ago. This is part 3. I was talking about the system, the people, the president, the situation of today, the violence, the hatred, and where it comes from, how it got here, and wanted to lead to what we can do about it. See, when it comes down to me, when the president gave orders under Ronald Reagan, and I found out he was a no-good snake to some people. Oh, I know to a lot of Americans, ooh, he was the greatest president that ever lived. But to a lot of Americans, he was a snake. And when I think about him being a snake, I couldn't take any orders from him. I quit him. Now they got people standing beside Donald Trump talking about some justification for staying beside him. Well, one lady said she's standing beside her man, both of them, the president and her husband, who the president put down on the media. And many folks are saying, well, why are these people standing there? Why are these people supporting this? And I want to answer that as justification for the system change that I speak about. Now, most of you try to ignore why those people are staying with that president. I'm going to tell you why. Some of those people got kids in school. Some of those people got mortgages. I mean, high mortgages, much higher than the common people's mortgages around here. These people love money, went chasing that money, kind of sold their soul out to get in that position to make this money. And now it is evident that they're getting this money because of the way they sell their soul out. And you talk about step away from the president, that means you don't have a paycheck. That means you don't have anything that any God, any man-made God. So what you gonna do? You gonna suffer? No, these people ain't gonna suffer. They stand right beside that man. And if he stood up and brought those Ku Klux Klans and those white people into racist people into the house, into the White House, they still stay there. Find some justification. Next thing you know, they'll be the worst. You talking about? They're the less of the people who are there, who don't like to be there, are the less of the evils. They end up being the greatest of the evil when they start challenging who's competing to stay in that job. Now, in my philosophy of a system, is that everybody has something to do. If you're on this earth in a body, you came here for some purpose. If you're in a body on this earth, I don't care what color you are, what gender you are, whether you're gay or straight. If you're in a body on this earth, you are here for a purpose. You came here to do something. To do something. To do something. And what do you come here to do? First of all, among all the things that you came here to do, you came here to what? Survive. And not surviving by sticking with those low-down, dirty racists and people who go around trying to kill folks. Is that your way of survival? That's not the way you came here to survive. You came here to survive by working with one another, doing what you came here to do, to play a part in creating those things of survival: food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, and a job to make sure that you never ran out of any of that stuff. If you ran out, it's because God took it from the earth, not you. That way you don't have to stand with the Ku Klux Klan. You don't have to stand with a superior race of all people. You don't have to pretend to be God. You can just sit back and let God be God while you reap all the benefits. You think babies worry about the moms feeding them? No. The moms don't even eat so the babies can eat. No, baby. Though, well, I realize there are some people who going through such struggles that they've lost their way. Same as those people standing beside the president right now. They have lost their way. But ladies and gentlemen, if you change the system where everybody came onto this earth in a body, recognize that they come here for a purpose, and not mad at them, support them. Support them, making sure that any opportunities that they desire to serve, that it's open for them. They get all the training they need. They get to be the best that they can be at it, and then they do it. And in doing it, they become a creator of it. Now they're not just takers, they're givers. We as a people are makers. You talking about the CEO? Who is the CEO of all the things that's made in the United States? Who is the CEO of all the business that's taken care in the United States? The CEO, the people are the CEO. And if they choose a representative to represent the CEO like everybody else does, they do what the CE wants done. The CEO, the people. We don't want any of the survival requirements necessary for any human being to be denied them in the abundance that they require. And then you won't have people standing beside Donald Trump. You won't have Donald Trump standing up on that podium calling himself a leader. You wouldn't have him standing up calling himself God. You wouldn't have him calling America, taking it the greatest nation on the face of the earth. You won't have any of that bull, any of that devilish talk, any of that evil Luciferian talk. But you have it because you have been blind. I'm not going to call it, I have probably said at times that you were stupid and ignorant. And when you start being blind, sometimes you do act stupid. Sometimes you do act ignorant. But deep down inside, it's because you're blind. So I've called you stupid and ignorant because you've been acting stupid and ignorant. But I'm also saying that you're stupid and ignorant because you're blind. And I don't mind calling you stupid and ignorant because I was stupid and ignorant. And I was stupid and ignorant until a spirit that I couldn't see, couldn't touch, couldn't feel, did something to open my eyes up, to open my ears up, so I could see and hear. Then took the chains off my feet and the cuffs off my hand so I could do something about it. And it's been a struggle. I don't have anything. I had to become a poor man to understand what, well, I've always been poor. But I mean, I used to be a dreamer. And I had to put that dream aside to live like poor people, to realize what poor people go through and why. You think I like being poor? Heck no. I like my dream. My dream is a wonderful dream. Not only am I fantastic and wonderful and living high and loving, so is everyone else. I made a promise with the Lord when I got my call. I told the Lord that I would not accept living luxuriously as I would love to live until all of you could do so. And I've been out here for 40 years, talking, running for office, president, governor, mayors, senator, preaching, everything I possibly could to fight against this devil. And most of the things that I did was suffering myself. I chose not to send my kids to college because in sending kids to college, you need money. Well, how you don't get that money? You got to sell your soul to get that money. I know you don't think you're selling your soul. You say, well, this is a legitimate job. Yes, it's a legitimate job. You know what that means? Legit. That means an acceptable position, an acceptable thing that this system has approved. But the fact that people can't raise their own children, they've been depressed and beat down so that their children have to be taken from them or they kill their kids and stuff like this. This is an issue that all people, all conscientious people should be concerned about. Why is that happening? Not just take the kids, but what is causing this problem? Let's answer this. Let's address this. You did that. You wouldn't have to be out there working trying to take care of somebody else's kids. You take care of your own. And it wouldn't be a struggle. Not only that, it wouldn't be a job. It would be a life. And all the things that's open for you to do. I'm tired of telling you, ladies and gentlemen, about your dream that's sitting there waiting on you. You sitting on your butt, following some snake, some devil, some Satan, some killer. Now, I might be speaking as if though I'm talking about a man, but I'm talking about a way of life. Evil, sin. And that don't mean that everybody. And then another thing. For you people who call yourself loving God, you don't know what sin is. You have no idea what sin is. The biggest sin you are committing right now. You think you stop drinking, you stop smoking, you stop whoring. But that wasn't the biggest sin. The biggest sin is when you sitting right here letting the devil do all the things that the devil is doing. And you sitting back being quiet and talking about it at your tables and doing nothing. That's the biggest sin. That's a slap in God's face. You slapping God in his face. Talking about you love God. You think these mega preachers, how many mega preachers you are talking about this system? How many mega preachers telling those people they should get out of that and show some love that they've been getting from those scriptures? Show some love that they've been getting from the teachings of this pastor and go ahead and stand up. And I ain't talking about picking up a stick, fighting back. No, I'm talking about going up in the system where the laws are made, where rules and regulations are made, and straighten that stuff up. How many mega preachers are telling people that? Is Oprah telling people that? I don't know. Is Osteen telling people that? I don't know. Is T.J. Jakes, what is Jakes, is he telling people that? I don't know. I know one thing. What? None of them doing it. If they are being told that, the parishioners, if they are being told that, they're not doing it. So that answers the question. And you think God is ready to save you, a church without spot or wrinkle. You look at them and you say, that's God. Why? Because that's who they glorify. I ain't talking about no song. I ain't talking about no dance. I'm not talking about falling over a bench. But they making sure that that oppressor gets his feet and his chains and his cuffs all of that person they try to reduce to a slave. All of that person who's lost his home. That's what God is about. All that other stuff is a bunch of junk. What'd I say? a bunch of junk. Bye-bye.